So I've been with the city of Lexington for 6 years now, and I started out managing their telephone system pretty much from day one. They were looking for someone to have some hands-on. We relied on the previous vendor pretty heavily for support, pretty much for everything, down to changing a user's voicemail password. A lot of that we relied on the vendor, and we were trying to bring some of that in-house. So we started looking at a new phone system because the system we had was aging. We were on an old Mitel system that was 15 plus years old. The hardware was going obsolete, so we were looking for a solution.
So Lindsay, I know the one thing you really wanted is you wanted a call center application for your call center.
The new system provided some call center abilities. Our previous system did have some reporting functionality, but it was very limited. We were wanting to have better insights into how our agents are handling calls, how long they're on the call, try to make the experience better for our customers.
How is it different now than how it was when you had the old phone system?
Whenever we switched to the new phone system, we were looking for the ability to have some redundancy outside of this facility. All of our hardware was on site. It was aging, as I previously said, so we were looking for more of a redundant system, and Carolina Digital offered that.
So Lindsay, with going with a total cloud-based telephone service, how many of your staff are now working at home?
Well, we don't have as many working at home as we did back when the pandemic first happened. We still have some staff that works remotely, where previously we were having to physically take phones to and from the office to allow for the remote work. The Carolina Digital system with the web app and with the cell phone app has made it a lot more convenient for our staff. So the integration for remote working has been very nice with this system.
For the staff that receive a lot of voicemail messages, do you use the voice to text transcription feature?
Yes, we do use the voice to text transcription. I think most agents have that turned on, and so it's nice. I know from our standpoint in IT, we have a help desk line where our staff can call us, and it's nice to have that translated text message and the voicemail embedded in the email to be able to listen to it without having to go to a phone to call it back. Our previous system, while it was very capable, it was very complex, and the Carolina Digital system seems to be pretty intuitive on how the calls flow and how you manage them.
How was the onboarding process for you specifically, because you were involved very heavily in every part of it?
The onboarding process, whenever we began the project, went fairly smooth. We did have a few hiccups with our previous vendor in trying to transfer some of the lines, trying to port them over, but your staff was very helpful in working with our vendor on our behalf and getting those issues resolved. Overall, I would say the onboarding process went very smoothly.
So what's been your experience with technical support when you have to call in and have a really complex problem?
So when I've had to call in for tech support, your staff has been wonderful. It's always nice to have a vendor and their support, to have somebody knowledgeable on staff, to have a vendor that's got somebody knowledgeable whenever you call, they've got the answer. That's always good.